Today I have a plea for you, because my heart is burdened down, is heavy with the stories upon stories upon stories of people who I love and care about that have walked away from faith in Christ. They are walking away from the church. They are walking away from God. Pastors who are to lovingly shepherd the flock of God have instead chose to beat the flock of God to fulfill some sort of self-centered need in their own life for control and for authority. Spiritually, emotionally, verbally abusing the people of God. Husbands who are called to lovingly care for their wives and their children and instead chose to physically, emotionally, verbally, spiritually abuse them, and more walk away from God because the picture of God has been distorted by people who are supposed to show them who God is. Authors, popular Christian speakers, leaders who we put up on a pedestal have distorted, have skewed the grace of God, have so warped his truth that no longer do people have an accurate, beautiful picture of who God is as displayed in his word. And so more walk away from the church, more walk away from God every day. And I know these people personally. You might be one of those persons who has walked away or is thinking right now of walking away from just throwing in the towel and leaving the whole thing because the picture of God has been so distorted, so skewed. I want you to know today that those pastors, those leaders, those authors, those parents who have so distorted, who have so skewed the picture of God for the people of God, and maybe for you, are fully culpable for the decisions, for the words, for the actions that they have taken. And one day God will deal with them with perfect justice in the end. And you can trust in that. But today my plea is for you. If you are one of those who has walked away from the church, walked away from Christ, or who's thinking about it, because the picture of God that you've been delivered, you want nothing to do with, my plea is that you will let Jesus Christ define Christianity for you. Pastors will skew the grace and truth of God. Leaders and authors will misinterpret and misapply the truth and grace and love of God. Parents will emotionally abuse, will hurt, but let Jesus Christ define Christianity for you. Yes, those leaders, yes, those speakers, yes, those pastors will be fully responsible and accountable to God for what they said and did. It's not right. It hurts my heart, and it has hurt you. But let Jesus Christ define Christianity for you. In John chapter 1, it says that the Word became flesh. That's Jesus Christ became flesh and moved into our neighborhood, as Eugene Peterson beautifully paraphrased it. He moved right in to our situation and knows what we're going through. He knows the hurts that you're facing. He moved into our neighborhood. Why? So that we could know and see and hear all that is on the Father's heart for us, how much he loves us, how much he cares for us. John the Apostle said, and we beheld his glory. Glory as of the only unique one from the Father, full of grace and truth. The law came through Moses, but Moses didn't define God. That was an incomplete, limited picture of God. But the law came through Moses, but grace and truth were realized through Jesus Christ. And then he says, and we have all received of his fullness, grace upon grace. And the old commentator F.F. Bruce said, it's like waves upon a seashore that never stop, that never end, that never cease. That's how God's grace is poured out on us. His love is always and forever for his children. He loves you. He cares about you. This is how Jesus Christ defines Christianity. And then verse 18 of John chapter 1, it explains that Jesus Christ is the exegesis of the Father. He came so that we would know what the Father is like and what is on his heart for his children. And so in his words and in his actions, Jesus Christ put the Father's heart on full display for us. Let Jesus Christ define Christianity. My mother always says, Michael, Pastors will fail you. Leaders will fall. Authors will say wrong things. People will hurt you. The church will abuse you. And there's no excuse for that. But look to Jesus. Look to Jesus. Jesus never fails. So let Jesus Christ define Christianity for you. Not some mere human, not a messed up Christian, but the perfect one, Jesus Christ, defines Christianity. Don't walk away from him. He is waiting with arms wide open to receive you or to receive you back. Like the Father waiting for the prodigal son, he is waiting with open arms with his always and forever love. Don't walk away. He loves you. Let Jesus Christ define Christianity.